Hey guys, here's a little video about what I know about what happened to us at the college. And keep in mind, all that I know is all that I've been told. And you guys might have some particular information that I'm not aware of. Faculty, we've not been in a lot of meetings with administration in terms of them telling us particulars of the attack. We had one large Zoom call, let's see, last Friday. Was it last Friday? Yeah. We, 1,000+ employees on this call. And with the college president, Dr. Diedenmeyer, going through some of the things that happen. Now, I will tell you this, this actually started on February the 10th. And, it started out as, there were some system issues going on that certain available IT services were not available. And, that's happened before. And in some ways, we're kind of used to that. We see that, they're usually temporary and then maybe it's for 30 minutes or an hour and they get kicked back online. But that didn't happen this time. And then the following day, the 11th, all the classes were canceled. So you think today is March the 2nd. So we've been in this thing for a long time. Here's what I know about it. And like I said, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you what I know, not what you might want to hear. My understanding is, and I have been told, that Blackboard, for all extents and purposes, as they say, is gone forever. Now, as a technical person, and granted, IT is not my area of expertise, I would love to know more about the particulars of why Blackboard is gone forever. But anyway, that's what I've been told. For me personally, I went kicking and screaming into Blackboard a long time ago, about 14 years ago. And once I was in, I said, well, hey, this is the way the college works and this is what I'm going to sign up for. And I totally committed to it. You can't imagine, over the course of 14 years, I've taught every course at Central Piedmont in our electrical engineering technology department. And, over those years, I have collected so much stuff, and I put it in the courses. A lot of times, we don't get to it. I wouldn't keep it, visible, but, it was always there. And, the things that you do to create course materials as an instructor, they're not always hard to do, but you'd be surprised at the amount of time it takes. Constructing exams, quizzes, tests, and having those, what I call vetted, that they've been given to classes, and the kinks and the arrows and all are worked out, and we have those, and we keep them current, and we work with different versions, so we're not given the same thing every year, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff gone. And I'll never get that stuff back. I'm a collector of articles and information, interesting things related to particular content areas, and I use Blackboard. That was my place that I kept all that stuff. So anyway, it's gone. And, you know, I was, for a while, I was just sort of stunned, to be honest with you. I mean, um, it was just a gut shot. And so, at some point you go, well, um, we got to pick up and we got to move on. So that's what we're trying to do now. And so again, not, don't, I'm not wanting you to feel sorry for me, because that's the least of my concerns. I'm concerned about you guys and trying to get something out there that resembles quality coursework. But, here we are. And I had always thought as an instructor that I did a good job in person. I always felt that I made that connection in person. And I always tried to make lecture interesting and interact with you and make it worth your while to find that parking place and go to all that trouble to come over here. Even with all this talk, we talk about online learning, I think we're still human, and in person there's just certain elements of it that you can't deny are better. I think, we're social creatures too. And we like to be around other humans and so all of that stuff. So anyway, here we are. And, because of the COVID virus infection, pandemic, we took all of our classes and we put them online, right? And here we are, we think we're kind of finally wrapping our arms around this thing. And, we're kind of getting this online part of it out there to you. We're adapting, we're adjusting, we're trying to figure out labs, we're doing this, that, and the other, and then boom, right? It's all gone. And we can't get it back because we had committed to Blackboard. So that's where we are. Now, some people have asked me stuff, was there actually ransom? I know enough about ransomware to know that that's what these people try to do, right? They ransom information and they try to get payment, usually like in Bitcoin or something like that, and all. I know nothing of particulars about it. It has not been shared with us that anything like that happened. I don't know that it did. I don't know that it didn't. I haven't been told anything. I can't go to Central Piedmont and log on to my computer yet. When I do, I go, and I did this a couple of weeks ago, I sat down, I turn it on, and what I get is that all the drives that I had on my personal computer have been completely wiped out. I mean, in terms of the term wiped, clean, nothing. So, here's this PC in my office, there's nothing on it. And here again, we all do this. I had personal pictures, I had music, I had a lot of stuff on there. A lot of times in auxiliary drives and so forth and so on. But, none of that I ever considered critical, but the work-related stuff, I never, ever thought that I had to worry about it getting taken away. Lesson learned for us all. If you've got things that are important to you, and you're thinking about, God, I don't want to pay, $5 a month to get this backed up on some cloud service. Do it anyway. If I could go back in time and I could do that, I would pay $100 a month to have some of that information back. But anyway, so here I am right now. Not only was I in a point to where I was trying to change from a traditional in-person role to an online role using Blackboard, but now I have Blackboard gone and I'm trying to do that same thing with a brand new learning management system which I can already tell has certain advantages over Blackboard. Just the look of it is better. You know, I've taken courses in Canvas at UNCC recently. I've seen you know, other learning management systems, and Brightspace seems to have a lot of neat things about it. The only problem is right now I don't know much about it, and I'm trying to catch up and you know, figure out a way to carry on. Luckily, in 131, we have Carol Davis, who had actually backed up a lot of her material, lecture videos, those type of things, and she has those and has been able to share those with me. So some people have asked me about grades. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm not going to hem and haw about this. I used to keep grades, hard copy grades, but we have been encouraged to get away from that. And over the years, I totally committed to Blackboard as being my source for grades. So if you submitted something to me, you completed something for me, and you turned it in via Blackboard, I don't have it anymore. And so, you know, that's that. And I, you know, I wish that that wasn't the case. And I know how frustrating that must be for you, to put that kind of effort in something and it not be there for you. With that said, in terms of this course, your grade today is not zero, it's just beginning. And everything that you will be evaluated on starts today and goes from that. Some of you, that must really just, you know, be very frustrating for you, because most of this class I'd already seen. You know, you were doing quality work and you were doing good stuff, and absent of about 2 or 3, everybody was on par and getting everything submitted, and it was good. So for you guys, it's not fair. But again, it is the thing that we're dealing with. So things start again new today. We're doing this review of the first 4 chapters. I want you to, you know, revisit that material and make sure you got it. We're going to hit the ground running, you know, with chapter 5, which will be series DC circuits after this. And we'll just keep going, and we'll get as much of this done as we can. I have been scheduled to get a vaccination for the coronavirus. And when I get that done and the appropriate amount of time has passed, I have no problem in us coming to the college, and we could, you know, spend days specific to doing labs and putting our hands on equipment. And we'll talk about that as we move forward. And you know, so I'm in with you. I'll do anything I can to help you. I wish it didn't happen. I hope it never happens again. I hope it never happens to you personally. If you're at a workplace and you know that maybe IT is not your specialty at your workplace, talk to your management and use us as an example of what you don't want to happen, and make sure that they're doing things as best they can to prevent that from happening. And I guess with that said, I'll end this. You let me know if you have particular questions about certain things. And we're going to try to do just the best we can. And again, I don't mean to make this about me in any way, shape, or form, because all of us as instructors are concerned about the impact that it's having on you and making sure that you're able to get through this and get some benefit from these courses that you've invested your time and money in and your future in a lot of cases. And we want to try to get something out of these for you. Okay, that's it. Here we go. We'll try to make this work. We're going to make it work. At the end of this, maybe we'll look back and go like, well, it wasn't perfect, but it could have been worse. And we'll just leave it with that. I'll be checking with you.